Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY and on this video tutorial I'm going to show you how you can take these $1.25 Dollar Tree, I don't even know what they're called, longboard signs for different seasons and turn them into some adorable fall signs. The whole thing costing less than $2. So it should be really good. As you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle. Feel free to ask questions. At the end, I'll get links if anyone wants those, all that normal good stuff. Okay, so I picked up these two signs. This one has a boat on it, and this one has an anchor at my local Dollar Tree this summer. I just found this one, which I like so much better, at my local Dollar Tree this week. Okay, it's like a wood grain front and back. So we're going to use this, and this is one other of the Dollar Tree summer shape signs that I got this summer, and this is a seashell. So we're also going to do this one, and I painted this with two coats of this awesome orange from Waverly. It's called Matte Chalk Pumpkin Acrylic Paint Matte Finish No Prep. And I get mine at Walmart. But you could use any kind of paint, any color you want. If you have some of these and they're not the color that you're wanting. Like I could paint this black, I could paint this purple, green, yellow, absolutely whatever I wanted. So we're going to be working with these two, and we're going to make two fall signs. I'll show you what we're going to do with this part. We're going to make two beautiful fall signs that are less than $2 a piece. Okay, and we may add some of my pulled string burlap flowers. So if you don't know how to make these yet, you haven't seen me do multiple videos making these, just let me know and I'll get you a link to that video, and maybe I'll reshare it, the video. I have like 5 of them sometime in the next couple of days. Okay, but we're not going to make these today. We're going to do everything else. So we may add some of these shapes. There's also a round pumpkin, but it didn't match my orange from Magnolia DIY.com. Or we might possibly use some of these Dollar Tree wood shapes. These are pumpkins. This is a leaf. We could paint them if we wanted. We may use some of these Dollar Tree burlap leaves that come in all kinds of different colors, from natural to olive green. There's a burgundy color. And we might possibly use some of these little cotton pods that are also from Dollar Tree. And so let's hop right in. Okay, we are going to be using this beautiful new stencil that I just got from MagnoliaDIY.com. It's 2 pieces. The top says, "Fall is proof that change is beautiful." And the bottom says, "In all things, give thanks." Alternatively, I could use this one, which is another beautiful stencil. Look at those pumpkins. And this one says, "Let our lives be full of thanks and giving." So I could use that one, but I'm going to use this, the top and bottom to this other one. We're going to use a little pumpkins. Okay, quit talking, Heidi, and let's jump right in. Okay, so before I came live for this one, I just took a little bit of this new Magnolia wax and a cut up t-shirt, and I'm just going to apply a light coat of wax on this wood. I'm not even sure if this is really wood or not. It does look like it. It's going to disappear. It might make my piece look just a teeny bit shiny. But what wax does, in case you're wondering why is she doing that, is it, when you're stenciling on wood or natural wood or painted wood or stained wood, it can have a tendency to grab your medium that you're going to apply over the top of your stencil, suck it into the pores, and spread it out and make your project look like it's really blurry. So whenever I'm working on pretty much any kind of wood, I will either spray it with a clear matte sealer spray. Do I have one handy? Yes, I do, right here. This is just Krylon brand clear matte sealer spray. You have to do this outside, or I'll use a wax like this. This is great. And it's not stinky like other waxes that I've used. And then I'll just buff it. You don't have to wait any amount of time to actually start your project, okay? So this has one light coat of wax on it. Make sure I've got it all rubbed in good. It doesn't matter which side I do. I could honestly do both. And it really doesn't matter which side I put my cutout of the pumpkin. We're gonna cover that up. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. Fall is proof that change is beautiful. And I've already labeled the back of my carrier sheet. I'm gonna take my stencil off of that and I'm gonna fuzz it, if I can get it off, because it's a brand new stencil. And if you've worked with these, oh, for Pete's sake, these Magnolia stencils are really sticky. And I don't wanna stretch it all out trying to get it off of my project. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of fuzz to it using my tacky towel before I put it on my project for the first time. And to fuzz, all you're gonna do is basically put it on something like a low lint tea towel, a t-shirt, a pair of jeans, a pair of khakis, something like that. And you're gonna rub it on there. This seems so strange, but it really helps the longevity of your stencils. And I want to be able to use my stencils way past the time that you're supposed to be able to use them. I want to use my stencils like 50, 60, 70 times. Okay, so it's slightly less sticky. And I'm just going to try to lay it on as straight as I can. Let's see, does that look straight? Okay, I cut one end of it, so I better use the other side to get it straight because I don't always cut straight. Okay, and now I'm just going to rub it down. These stencils are adhesive, so they're not going to shift around. They're super easy to work with. They're really detailed. And for this project, I'm going to use a really natural color. This is called Almond Latte Chalk Paste. It's kind of a creamy ivory color. And when I'm all finished, when I'm all finished, I could apply a spray, like the clear matte sealer spray, to make it permanent forever. But this will dry hard and stable. And if I want to swap it out some other time in the year, if I use chalk paste, I'll be able to wash it off because it's not permanent. Okay, so I'm just stirring up my chalk paste and I'm going to put some blobs on here. And I got out some other colors, but I think I decided just to use this ivory color. I was also thinking about using this new color, which is called Spiced Pumpkin. Or I could have used white, but I'm using this Almond Latte. Okay, and so I've got my chalk paste on, and I'm literally just going to push it through the holes in my stencil. Oh my word, I have way too much. You want to get all of the holes in the stencil covered, scrape off the excess, and then stop. It's when It's when I keep going over and over and over things that I mess them up. Or I end up pushing too much chalk paste through the holes in my stencil. So I stopped. Ooh, this is pretty. Now I'm just gonna pull it off. This wax makes this so easy to get off, and it's beautiful. Let me throw this in my tub of water over here. And I will take it out to my sink when I'm all done here and spray it off and lay it on the counter to dry. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And I know with my ring light, you can't necessarily see it very well, but if I turn my ring light off, you won't really be able to see what I'm doing very well. So I will get good pictures. Okay, so we're not done with this, but we're gonna set it aside so it can start to dry. And we're gonna move on to this one. Okay, for this one, I did already apply my wax. I'm just gonna buff it a little bit more. Any kind of old t-shirt or a rag like this works just fine to apply your wax. And you might be wondering, hey, she painted this. And before that, it was painted white. Why is she waxing it? Same deal. It'll look so much better, crisper, if I have it waxed rather than unwaxed. And it could look a little, just a little fuzzy. Okay, so we're gonna do this part of the stencil. And it says, in all things give thanks. Do the same deal. What is my problem today? Take it off the backing carefully. And I'm gonna fuzz it. This is long, so it might seem like I'm going overboard, but I want to get both ends of it well fuzzed so I don't stretch it when I'm trying to take it up. And this just helps your stencil be good the first couple times that you use it. Okay, so for this one, let me put this away. For this one, I think we're gonna do the white chalk paste. I don't know, this almond latte would probably be very pretty too. Or we could do black, but I have the white out. So that's what we're gonna use. Okay, take this off. And lay it on my board. I want to go down a little bit. Peek on the back. Yeah, that's about straight. Okay, so let me get a little stir stick, and I have not used this white chalk paste in a while. They do last forever. Well, they don't last forever. I think they have a shelf life, but if you take care of them, you're going to be able to use this pot for a good amount of time. I have some distilled water in here, not regular tap water, because I don't want to grow a science experiment in my little pot of chalk paste. But I just added a little bit of distilled water and put some blobs on here, probably too much. Like usual, I'm going to use a squeegee, and I am just going to push the chalk paste through the holes on my stencil. I have a bunch of ideas for covering up the cutouts at the end of these longwood boards, these long boards from Dollar Tree. So stay with me and we're gonna explore some of that. Now I'm just taking the big blobs off. And I'm not going over and over and over and over and over it. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good enough. This is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Okay, so this is going in my little tub also with some water just to soak the chalk paste until I can get out to the kitchen to clean it off. Ordinarily, if I was here crafting by myself, without having you here with me, I would just run out in the kitchen each time I use a stencil and spray it off. Okay, look at this. This would make a great lumber pillow. I'm gonna definitely use this and make some table runners. We'll do lots of things for fall and Thanksgiving. Okay, so let's go to this one. Fall is proof that change is beautiful. Okay, what do we want to do here on the end to cover up this pumpkin? Well, one thing is I have had several of you guys remind me that you can just cut through this and just chop that end off, but I want the length. The idea I like is setting this on a shelf. You could also do some jute to hang it if you want, but I think this would be a great long shelf sitter, just propped up, or it could be cute on your fireplace mantle. Yeah, okay, so I thought for this one that we would play with some of these burlap leaves that Dollar Tree has this year. They have a bunch of different colors, and I was thinking to keep it pretty neutral. So I was thinking about using this color, which is like a natural, and this color, which is an olive. Just remember what I had in mind here. And I could layer these 3 leaves on here. We could do that. That's one option. Or we could use a couple of these leaves and then we could add some of these pulled string burlap flowers that I have made. And remember, I fiddled around with this a little bit before I came live so I'd be ready. And I was thinking that I like this idea right here. Oh, shoot. What do you guys think about that? Or I would use maybe a plainer flower. But I think I want this big one. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think that's beautiful. So, oh, or the other thing I was going to show you that we could do, and maybe we will, is use some of these little cotton pods. You can also get at Dollar Tree. They only have 2 in a package. They must be, you know, expensive. I believe this is the front and this is the back, but they're pretty either way. I almost like the back better. So still have, I'm gonna pull the little metal off the back of my burlap flowers and toss it. And Let's see. The trick is to get that fully covered up. Ooh, I could do 2 of these. I think I'm just gonna do 1. What do you guys think about that? Do you like that? There's so many options. Let's glue this down and see what we think. Okay. This board cost $1.25. The stencil use is one of many, many. There's just a few cents, seriously, worth of chalk paste on here. So if I got it finished and I hated it, I could rip everything off and start over, or honestly, I could just throw it away or donate it or give it away and start over. And it would not be a huge loss. Okay. Just want to make sure that I get my hole in here covered up. And I get all the ends of it tacked down. I have glue strings everywhere. What do you guys think so far? It's beautiful. You got the black. You may take it back. You know what? I bet you the black would be stunning. You should keep it and use white chalk paste. Okay, so let's add that little piece of cotton on here. And I think that's going to be great. It's 3 items, 2 leaves and 1 cotton. And the thing is, when you're doing these little, or the other thing I could do would be to do 1 more leaf. I don't know, I'm starting to feel confused. I think I'm gonna do the cotton. That could be super cute though. And I'm gonna do the plainer side. Okay, so for $1.25 plus these leaves come 5 in a package for $1.25, so they're like 25 cents a piece. So there's 50 cents in leaves, there's about 70 cents in this. So for about $2.20, I have this beautiful sign. I may pop this in my kitchen actually, because these are my colors. This is my style, more natural, completely. And then I could pop it in a bookshelf later if I want it. Let's see. Isn't it pretty? Okay, let's go back to this one. And keep in mind that if you've got some of these this summer, you can paint them. It takes no time at all. And cover up the shape. And you can use these, whatever color you might have, just the same as what I did with this, with orange paint. So don't think that if you can't get your hands on a white, that you can't do it. You could totally do it with a blue, a red, a black, whatever colors they might have. Okay, I wanted to show you these. These are from MagnoliaDIY.com. There's also an orange pumpkin shape. These are great for doing a lot of different things, but I had kind of thought about putting those on my project like this and just saying, good. What do you guys think about that? The almond latte would be great on the black. I agree, that's what Jay says. So what do you guys think about this? Do you like that? Alternatively, we could use these ones from Dollar Tree. If I can hold it. And I could paint them white. Or I could use one of these orange leaves, which this color is pretty close to the pumpkin Waverly chalk paint that I'm using. And this could look really great, I think. See if I can get it apart. And I could use some of my, like this was a burlap pulled string flower that I did using 2 colors of burlap, and then it has a button in the middle. I could put that on there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, let me take the metal off the back of this one. You know what, if I have a bigger one, yes I do. I would rather use this shape. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't. Now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so let me glue it on. Glue stick. I love to make crafts. A pumpkin would be great too. There's just so many different things that you could do. Seriously. What was I saying? Oh, I love the idea of making something. You could make these for all your friends for fall and spend almost no money doing it. I love those kind of crafts where you're creating something out of almost nothing. Those are my favorite. This is really pretty too. It would have been very pretty with the almond latte chalk paste. I opted for white just to make it stand out a little better. You could also do chocolate brown. And these stencils that I'm using today and that I showed you this other one, these would make great lumber pillow covers. And Magnolia has a super nice set. Well, the lumber comes 1 pillow at a time, but they also have some 18 by 18 natural canvas burlap pillow covers that come in a set of 2, and those are great too. Okay, I said I was gonna use this one. Ooh, and it has a magnet on the back of it for some reason. Let me see if I can possibly get that off. There we go. And I will put that away for safekeeping because these magnets are really not good for pets or little ones to put in their mouth. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. Okay, so let me just pop that on there. I'll tackle the glue strings after I'm all finished. Oh no, I put it in the wrong spot. Oh my goodness. You guys, I was looking at my project upside down the whole time. So I'm just gonna pull this off and re-glue it on. Hang on. I don't know if you noticed that I was doing that, but I was. It's okay. I can fix it. I can just stick it right back on in the correct spot. Sometimes I have a hard time talking and crafting and explaining what I'm doing all at the same time. Okay, this is better. Oh my word. In all things, give thanks. Isn't that pretty? And then here's this one, which I think turned out very pretty too. So tell me in the comments which one of these projects you like better. If you think you're going to be making something like this, let me get this blue mat off so that I know a lot of you guys like to do screenshots and I want it to look nice when you're doing that. Just pretend like that is not there. This is not going to work for me to do a... Okay, I'll get close-up pictures. It's just too big to hold in my screenshot. Very pretty. You love the orange, Debbie says. Very nice, but the orange leaf is hard to see. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, you could, I mean, this is just, so when I'm crafting here with you guys, my goal is not to make the most beautiful thing ever created and to have it be perfect. My goal is really just to help you guys get some ideas rolling around in your head, inspire you so that you can run out to your Dollar Tree and grab some of these. Get a stencil, some chalk paste, some doodads of your choice, and make a project like this in your own style, your own colors. So, Barbara says my boo-boo looked good either way. So let me know, guys, if you want links to these beautiful stencils, to chalk paste, squeegee. If you don't have any wax yet, this is a must-have. It really is. Especially if you have a lot of rain where you live, which I do, and it's hard to get outside to be able to spray things with a clear matte sealer. It's super easy to do this indoors, and it doesn't smell. It's not toxic or anything like that. So you can totally use this inside. Okay, well, let me know. If you have questions, feel free to sprinkle. Sandra says she likes all of them. It's a hard decision. Yeah, it looks like a pretty even mix of who likes which one. But I will get close-up pictures. I'll put them here in the comments as well as at DiyDreaming. Thank you to everyone who did stars. I appreciate that. If you have friends that like to craft, feel free to sprinkle this video to your social media. Do a this, or say something to me in the comments if you want to see what I have coming up. I would love to have you join me on Sunday for this week's new episode of Christ in Crafting. It's going to be really good. We're going to talk about that verse from Psalm that says, your word is a light, a lamp unto my feet, a light unto the path, or something similar like that. That will be the topic and the project for Sunday. So I'd love to have you join me for that. If you haven't already liked and followed this page, please do. If you are watching on YouTube, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, see a lot of people asking questions about the comments being in the way. You should be able to swipe them right out of your way. either with your finger, with the little cursor, or if you're using a device, depending on a little mouse, depending on what kind of device you're working on, either left or right or up or down, and they should disappear. Susie says she just ordered her wax. Yeah, you're gonna love it, Susie. And honestly, it has no scent whatsoever. And I've used other waxes that are super stinky. So stinky that when it was time to throw away my little rag, I had to take it straight out to the garbage can because it made my craft room smell. Jennifer says she can't wait for what's next. I have lots of stuff in the works. So I will see you guys later. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if I can help you with anything, answer questions, or get you links. Bye. Oops. Now, really bye.